Despite the fact that Charlotte vs. Bianca is scheduled for the main event, WWE couldn't come up with a better way to open up Monday Night Raw. If they're going to be in the main event, let's start off with someone who's not in the main event. So Charlotte Flair opens up her promo and actually expected the fans to be emotional about her departure from Raw. Although, let's be honest, a lot of us actually forgot that she's on SmackDown, hence why drafting the Raw Women's Champion to SmackDown is a bad idea. Bianca Belair interrupts and starts off her promo by literally repeating everything Charlotte Flair said. Holy crap, this is bad. I think she was supposed to say something else but forgot her lines, so she just repeated what Charlotte said while trying to search for the memory. So after that, we cut to New Day getting interviewed. Look, I get that Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods probably legitimately did not want to compete against each other in this King of the Ring tournament, but damn, this could have gotten a lot more people tuning in because of New Day facing each other by force. Of course, during the match between Xavier Woods and Jinder Mahal, Corey Graves and Byron Saxton annoy the living hell out of us and Jimmy Smith, with Corey kissing Jinder's ass and Byron kissing Xavier's ass. Their constant bickering has started to reach Michael Cole 2011 levels of annoying. It's a decent back and forth match, but even that is better than the entirety of the Queen's Crown tournament, which, by the way, lasted less time combined than this single match. We'd be a lot more interested if you didn't rush the Queen's tournament like Tommy Wiseau inside that flower shop in the room. Much as this tournament has been a little bit of a mess, I'll remove a sin because WWE actually went through with giving Xavier Woods his moment, giving him a match with Finn Balor at Crown Jewel. It's an exciting win for Xavier, but gosh darn it, why did Xavier have to wear the damn cape? That's bad luck, you dumbass. Austin Theory is interviewed about his win over Jeff Hardy and is interrupted by Reggie and the 24/7 crew. Austin prevents R-Truth from winning the 24/7 title, and no shocker, gets a freaking match with him. Well, at least that ain't for the 24/7 title. Goldberg and Bobby Lashley are set to be interviewed, but we figured we should show the promo package randomly while Austin Theory waits in the ring. But hold up, instead of Austin Theory versus R-Truth, a match we have never seen before, we instead get a rematch from last week with Austin and Jeff Hardy. We watched that last week! They trolled us just to give us the same thing before. Austin easily wins the match, and yep, you just watched a repeat of last week. Selfie and all. Jeff Hardy gets back up, hits the twist of fate, and takes his own selfie, and what made this worse is Corey Graves literally said Jeff Hardy was chasing clout. Wow, I hate that phrase. We have Drew McIntyre apologizing to Big E for attacking him last week by saying, "What was I supposed to do? Hurting you was the logical thing for me to do." How in the hell was that supposed to be an apology? I am not kidding you, this is the third week in a row where Big E is forced to team with Drew McIntyre, his opponent at Crown Jewel. Man, these guys can't even have a face-to-face summit without an "uh-oh, bad guys, let's team up in tag action" card being played. But before we can get another match, Charlotte Flair gets yet another "why do I have to defend my title" tantrum. Here are 10 sins. Poor Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode's only reason for being here is to be the punching bags while Big E and Drew McIntyre toy with each other prior to their WWE title match. The match ends with Big E and Drew getting the win, and they happily skip away to Riyadh together. The Street Profits cut a promo just to remind us that they want the Raw Tag Team titles after Crown Jewel. They're interrupted by AJ Styles and Omos, and wow, there are so many interruptions tonight. We cut to Mansoor preparing for his match against Mustafa Ali at Crown Jewel by facing Cedric Alexander. He ends up having a confrontation with Mustafa, but has to come at the expense of the reunited Hurt Business. Although, what are the odds Mustafa Ali didn't have a match tonight too because they had to make room for more Charlotte tantrums. Corey Graves hypes up a dual interview with Bobby Lashley and Goldberg and doesn't even get to interview them. Well, that was pointless. Should have just hyped it as a dual promo. RK Bro are ready to perform in tag team action, and we gotta remove a sin because Riddle is so fucking hilarious. Especially when he's the one who wants the smoke. Get it? Sadly, during the match, Riddle practically steals Cesaro's swing and puts on his own version. Granted, the gut-wrench swing looks impressive, but it's sad since we haven't seen Cesaro in a while. Randy Orton gets tagged in and has a pretty exciting fast-paced moment with Montez Ford, but just when the match picks up, in comes AJ Styles and Omos to ruin everything. Coming up next is the semifinals of the Queen's Crown Tournament, which ended literally after I recited this sentence. 2 hours in, I actually forgot this was supposed to take place. Zelina Vega shows up to watch the match and puts on the crown and robe, giving her more and more bad luck. Even though the match was short, I will still remove one sin because I was sure that Shayna Baszler would steamroll her way through the tournament. Doudrop managed to hang on in the Kirifuda clutch and win the match. To be fair, this match between Mace and Finn Balor didn't need to exist because Finn is on his way to the King of the Ring tournament and never once had a run-in with Mace. Too much filler on a 3-hour show. Poor John Morrison is still trying to find some sort of relevancy around here after The Miz dumped him for a second time. I won't lie, I'm honestly surprised Charlotte didn't throw one more tantrum prior to the main event beginning. At some point, Bianca Belair attempts her version of Beth Phoenix's Glam Slam and merely drops Charlotte instead of slams her. The main event, I give credit for, was full of great back and forth action between Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. And it was ruined, of course, with Charlotte getting herself disqualified by using a chair, Bianca countering, and then the show went off the air. Yeah, they literally just ran out of time and had to rush the ending.